Today on Monson Made This, we are making this beautiful Thai-style coconut soup. This recipe for a Tom Kha Kai style Thai coconut soup was inspired by a recipe I found online from a Food Network chef who no longer works for Food Network, and that particular chef is just about as Thai as I am. So I'm not sure how authentic this soup is, but it comes together in just under 20 to 30 minutes, and it's so delicious. It tastes just like what I eat at the Thai restaurants, and it's, yeah, I already said it's easy, it's delicious, it's amazing. So you definitely want to try this recipe. Here's how I make it. The first thing we want to do is bring about 4 cups of water to a boil, and then to that I'm going to be adding just about a heaping tablespoon of this no chicken flavored better than bouillon. If you just wanted to use vegetable stock, that's fine. What you need is essentially 4 cups of broth. To that I'm going to add about a 1 to 2 inch piece of galangal. Now you could use ginger if you don't have galangal, and you just want to cut these into little chunks. I have 1 stalk of lemongrass and a couple of dried chilies. Normally this recipe calls for lime leaves. I'm not able to find lime leaves, so I'm just going to be zesting this lime here. So you need the zest of about 1 full lime. Now, I'm gonna stir this all together, and what's gonna happen here is we're gonna kind of make a little bit of a tea. The lemongrass and galangal or ginger and chilies and the lime here is going to just flavor up this broth, and then we will strain and remove these ingredients out because none of these are really that delicious to eat. So, all right, that looks pretty good for the lime. Just going to stir this up. Smells amazing already. Put a lid on it, and I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. 10 minutes is up, and this is ready to be strained. It smells amazing. The whole house just smells like ginger and lemongrass. It's so good. You could leave these items in here if you'd like. I just like to remove them because I find that it's sometimes a little bit confusing when you're eating the soup to decide what you can eat and what you can't eat, especially if you're serving it to people. It's nice to remove the things from the soup that they can't actually ingest. So now I'm going to turn my heat back up to high, and I'm hoping that my pot here is big enough for everything that I'm going to add to this soup. So the first thing I want to add here is some of my vegan fish sauce, and I will post a link to the video where I show you how to make this. You could also use store-bought if you'd like. And then I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of liquid agave syrup. I'm adding a half block of tofu that I have chopped. I have about 3 or 4 of the shiitake mushrooms that I've just sliced into thin slices, and a half of an onion. Oh, we're getting pretty full. Going to be adding an entire can of coconut milk. And the last thing here is 3 small Thai green chilies chopped up. Those are definitely for heat, so if you are worried about the heat, definitely watch out for those. And our goal here now is just to bring it up to a simmer. I do have vegetables that I'm going to add, and in all honesty, I'm a little bit worried about the size here, so I'm gonna let this come up to a simmer, and then I'm gonna swap out pots so that I can add those vegetables. So I went ahead and swapped out the pot already. This one's not as pretty, but it definitely has more room. So again, I just want this to come up to a simmer, and then I will add my vegetables. And I'm going to be using frozen vegetables today just to make my life so much easier, but you could add whatever vegetables you would like to this soup. Our soup is starting to bubble up here. I do not want it to come to a full boil just because I fear that the coconut milk might curdle slightly. So now's the point that I'm going to add the frozen vegetables. Now, if you were using fresh vegetables, you probably, I said that word really weird. If you're using fresh vegetables, you might want to let them cook slightly longer, but with frozen vegetables, I just want to heat them through. They're already pretty soft, so I just want to bring this back up to a little bit of a simmer, and then we're good there. I don't really want them to cook at all in here. If you're wondering what kind of vegetables I'm using these Asian vegetables from Trader Joe's. And this is pretty much it for the soup. So just want to bring this temperature up with all the frozen veggies, and we are pretty much there. Last finishing touch once this comes to temperature is I'm going to add a bit of lime juice, and then we'll serve it with some amazing fresh cilantro. It's been about 5 minutes now, and my vegetables, I don't know why I'm saying it like that. My veggies are all nice and warmed through, and at this point I do want to just taste it and see how the seasoning is to see if I need any more salt. And actually it's perfect for me, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. As I said, we're going to be adding the juice of 1 lime at this point. If you wanted to wait and just keep the vibrancy of this and just put it on when you serve it, that's fine, but I will be serving this now, so that's why I'm going to add it. And if you'd like, taste it after 1 lime to see if it's acidic enough. Some people don't really care for overly acidic foods, so taste it after the half of a lime. If it still needs a little bit more of a, little pick-me-up, then go ahead and add the other half. Okay, well, this is done. I'm ready to serve it up, and let's grab some bowls. Here we have our super easy and delicious Thai-inspired coconut soup. And I'm just going to dish some of this up, making sure to get lots of veggies. It does seem to be a little bit thin on the veggies for my taste. I might even add maybe another half bag or so of those veggies, but the broth is really where the magic is. And I love these huge shiitake mushrooms as well. And to finish this off, I'm just going to add a little bit of fresh cilantro. And a dollop of sambal. And of course, you probably want to serve this with another slice of lime just in case people want to boost up the flavor a bit. And there you have it, Thai-inspired coconut soup in under 30 minutes. So try this, you're definitely going to enjoy it. And if you do, definitely tag me on Instagram, #MonsonMadeThis. Follow me on Instagram at monsonmadethis. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet already, and please share these videos, help to get the good word out. That's it for me today. I'll see you next time.
Récemment, maintenant, de risque de se perdre. C'est Audrey Hepburn, c'est Madame Ferrer. Et la voir s'occuper ainsi toute seule, nous nous demandons à quoi. Je peux bien songer en ce moment.